Hello students, welcome to today's session. In today's session we are going to continue with the V editor chapter. This is the second part of V editor chapter. Now in this chapter we are going to discuss the topic called as regular expression. So regular expression is basically used for, say, we'll consider it as pattern. It is for pattern matching as well as it is used for searching. Whenever you want to search any given word or any functions, any kind of symbols from your say file, or when you want to list out some file names, when you want to search anything on your from your system using terminal, in that case we'll be using this regular expressions. So here we have a function called as grep. So this stands for global regular expression print. So this is a inbuilt utility of Unix which is used for searching files as well as any kind of searching of words or patterns. If you want to search, in that case we'll be using grep command. So before going for that, while using regular expressions, we'll be using some special set of characters or symbols. Those symbols are like the square brackets. So these square brackets will be used to represent some set of characters. If you want to find any set of characters, that set of characters can be listed here. For example, if I write something like within this square brackets, if I write A, B, C, and if I write the command called as ls minus l, and I'll be following that with this command, okay, then what this happens is, whenever I use this kind of statements, it is going to search only the values or the files that starts with A, B or C. Only these three characters, whichever file is matching or whichever directory it is matching, only those set of files will be searched as, and that will be our output whenever I'm using the square brackets. So if I use a hyphen in between that, for example, if you want to give a set of a range of values, for example, if I want to give first 20 alphabets, or I need to give only small letters, like I can give A to Z. So in this case, when I specify like this, it is going to search only the file names which starts with A and which ranges till Z, any file name between A to Z, but it will be only in smaller case, that is, like say lowercase file names will be searched, not the uppercase file names. So these type of things can be mentioned whenever you're using hyphen in the square brackets, which will represent a range of characters. If I'm not using hyphen, it is going to represent a set of characters. Like if I write ABC, so it is going to search only ABC characters and ABC file names. Okay, now next we have uh, exponent symbol. So this exponent symbol, so whenever you want to your pattern, the pattern following must occur at the beginning. So if you want to find uh, anything, any file name or any word that starts with A, so in that case I'll be using something like this, exponent A. What this represents is, it is going to identify only the file name that starts with A. Okay, that is, the first character should be A, and it can have any number of characters after A. So that type of representation can be used with the help of this exponent symbol. Similarly, whenever you use exponent symbol with the square brackets, in that case it is going to add it is going to just negate whatever it is possible. Say for example, if I write A to Z, in that, in this case what happens, it is, this is a small, that is lowercase letters, this is lowercase. Now when I negate it, it is going to identify only the uppercase values, not the lowercase values, because I'm using this symbol. This symbol is used, it will make it, what it will make, negation. Okay, negation is just like not symbol. So if it is true, it is going to convert it as false. If it is false, it is going to convert into true. So that is done with this help, with the help of this uh, symbol or this kind of pattern matching expression which will be representing exponent symbol. Then coming for dollar sign. So if you want to match something at the end of the line, or if you want to match any word that ends with X or ends with S, if you want to find only those kind of lines, then I'll be using dollar symbol. So dot is going to match any one character. Say for example, if I write something like ls minus l, and if I write a dot dot dot, in the sense it is going to identify a file name with, we have mentioned three dots, so three dots in the sense any file name with four characters which will start with a. After a can have maximum of how many characters? It can have maximum of four characters, okay, not more than that. So if you want to have, if you have a specific number of characters, say consider I have a phone number. In phone number I have only 10 digits, that we already know any mobile number will have only 10 digits. In that case I can use 10 dots that will be representing say phone number. Again, you can consider something like when you write gmail.com or gmail.in or something like that. In that case, after dot we'll be using com or dot in or something like that, if you want to identify only these three characters. So then after dot I can write the pattern which contains any three characters which will be represented by dots. Okay, and you have backslash. Backslash ignores any special meaning. Say for example, if you're using at the rate symbol, or if you're using dot operator, so in that case if you want to ignore that special character, in that case I can use backslash. Asterisk, it will be representing zero or more characters. For example, if I write something like this, uh, 0 to 9 asterisk, in this case what happens is it is going to consider the values between 0 to 9, any numbers between 0 to 9, and this number can be repeated any number of times. Any number of times it can be repeated, so I'll be writing 2 times hashtag. Okay, so which will be representing that particular pattern can occur any number of times. Similarly, the last type you have is dot asterisk. It is nothing but any number of characters can be accessed with the when I represent dot. As I told you, dot represents each and every character, and asterisk represents any number of characters. So any type of character, any number of characters can be matched with the help of dot asterisk. Okay, now next we'll see some examples on pattern matching. So matches any number of or one set of characters. So as I told you, square brackets will be used for matching a set of characters. You can see I have written grep. We have mentioned new followed by abc. What that does mean is, you can have within this file, whatever file name you have mentioned, in that file I'm going to search a word starting with new, and it can have either a, either b or c. Apart from this, it cannot have any other character. It is going to select the word which is something like this. You can see new a, new b or new c. Only those set of characters will be selected. If you want to specify, as I told you, any value, but if you want to set a range, then I can write a hyphen z or a hyphen say whatever characters you want, that can be represented when, if you want to use a range, when you want to use range, I'll be using hyphen symbol. Okay, next you can see here we are mentioning range a to e. It can have any character after new followed by a, b, c, d or e. And next coming for c, the next special type of character that we have seen is like exponent symbol. So the pattern following must contain at the beginning of each line. So at the beginning of the each line, it is going to check for given pattern. So when you use this symbol called as exponent symbol. Now here I'm using ls minus l. As you know, ls command is used for what? Ls command is used for listing any information or listing the files. We'll be using ls command. I'm using this pipeline symbol. As you know, pipeline is used for whenever you want to combine two functions or two programs has to be combined, we'll be using pipeline symbol. So I'm using pipeline using a grep function. where I need to find only directories. Only directories I need to search. I need to search only for directories. Then we are going to enclose that characters or that pattern within double quotes. So the pattern is written as exponent symbol followed by D. So you can observe here. Now after this display list of directories only. So it is going to display only the list of directories from the given list of programs what you have. Next, coming for, if you use the same exponent symbol with the help of square brackets, if I use the same exponent symbol with the help of square brackets, what happens is it is going to negate. Say previously we have seen, if I write new and if I write a to e, so in this example if I write new to, sorry, it is, I'll write new A to E. So first three letters should be new, and after that it can have any letters between A to E. So if I write this symbol before this, if I write something like this, like new, if I write something like this, if I write new exponent symbol A to E. So in this case it is going to search the word called as new. After W, it cannot have A to E. Any characters between A to E should not be present. It can be F, it can be G, H, I, J, K, L till Z, or it can have any numbers between 0 to 9. Anything can be present except these characters, that is A to E. So that is it. This, whenever you use it with the square brackets, it must not contain, say it must not contain any character in this set specified. In the square brackets, whatever you have specified, that should not be present when you are using this exponent symbol with square brackets. Okay, next. So that is, we have an example here for that exponent symbol. You can go through that. Next we'll go for next symbol we have is dollar. Whenever you want to find anything at the last character or last of a word, if you want to find, then you'll be using dollar. Say for example, it should start with something like any word you can consider. You can write computer, I can write computer. After that I can have any number of any character. I can write computer science, I can have uh, I mean computer course, computer application, or I can have any number of any kind of data after computer word. Those type of content if you want to select, I'll be using dollar symbol. Okay, next, coming for dot. So dot matches only one character. Say if you want to represent something like, I want to search a file which starts with F, and it can have, that file name should be having maximum of 5 characters. So I'll represent something like this: file name file file, and it can have file 123 or any file name which starts with F that I want to search. In that case I can represent something like this. Okay, so we'll write something like ls minus l followed by the grep command. I need to search what type of file that starts with F and it can have any number of characters, that is 4 characters after F keyword. So once I execute this, it will be listing only the file names that will be starting with F, and it will be having maximum of 4 characters after F. Okay, next, similarly you will be using backslash whenever you want to ignore any special meanings, like if you consider at the rate, or if you consider dot operator, if you want to ignore those kind of functions, I can use backslash. And we have discussed hashtag, it will be representing more than one character. So if I write something like this 0 to 9, so if I write yeah, 0 or more characters if you want to find, then I'll be using hashtag symbol. So I'll be using 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 will be followed by hashtag. So this pattern between 0 to 9 can be repeated any number of times. That will be represented by hashtag. Similarly, hashtag dot, so it can identify nothing or anything, any numbers or any characters. Okay, so any number or any type of characters can be identified with the help of dot hashtag. Okay, so these are used for matching the pattern in your files as well as when you're searching the file. So we have some grep command, as we discussed. It is used for, it is a basic or standard file searching and selection utilities, which is used for finding file patterns, and it will be printing that line of output. Okay, so the pattern will be, or the syntax will be like grep followed by option pattern. After pattern we are going to specify the file name. So these are the options you have. You have C, I, N, V, E, F, E, W, O as well as B. C whenever you want to count the number of lines that has matched. So I whenever you want to ignore case, that is whenever you specify something like this A to Z, and if I write option as minus I before it, so in that case it is going to consider both capital as well as small, uppercase and then lowercase will be considered. When I use I, capital I, it is going to display file names only the file names will be displayed. So then whenever you want to match only uh, line numbers, only the particular lines, if you want to match, if you want to match only first 10 lines or first 5 lines, in that case I can represent the n value and we can represent the number of lines that we want to search. Next, v, this is used to print all the lines that do not match the pattern. So it is just like opposite of uh, pattern that has matched. So it is going to print everything that has not matched. Okay, and next you have exponent E, specifies expression. If you want to specify any expression multiple times, then you can use E. So when you want to take pattern from file names, whenever you want to take read pattern which is saved in other files, then I can use F. So E, whenever you have extended regular expression, then I can use E. Whenever you want to match a whole word, then I'll be using W. Print only the matched part of the matching lines, whichever has matched. Only if you want to print that particular lines, I'll be using minus O. These two are just opposite to each other, V and O. Okay, and B prints searched lines and n lines before the result. So it'll list out first 10 lines. If that, it is going to list first 10 lines. After listing first 10 lines, we are going to discuss yeah, the last one, which is it is going to first print option B. It is going to first search for the pattern that is matching, and before that it is going to print n number of lines that you want to display. Okay, so from the given file. So I'm going to stop the session here with the grep. In the next session I'm going to continue with the next topic, which is process. Thank you.